There comes a time in everyone's life when you're standing on the edge. You've got dreams, big ones, ambitions you can almost touch. But the path to get there feels unclear, like trying to walk through a fog that just won't lift. Maybe you've felt stuck for days, maybe weeks, or maybe even years. But the truth is, it's not because you're incapable. It's because you haven't yet found a clear action plan. Today, that changes. We're not just going to talk about motivation. We're going to talk about clear steps that you can take to turn your dreams into reality. Whether it's starting a business, changing your career, improving your health, or leveling up in any area of life, you're going to walk away from this knowing exactly what to do next. Step 1. Clarify your dream. The first step on your journey is understanding exactly what you want. I know it might sound simple, but let's dig deeper. How many times have you said, I just want to be successful, or I want to be happier, or even, I want to make more money? These are dreams, but they're not clear enough. Let's think about this. When you go to a restaurant, you don't just say, I want food. No, you're specific. You look at the menu, you decide what you're in the mood for, and then you choose the exact meal that satisfies you. Your dreams work the same way. You need to get specific about what success means to you. Take a moment, grab a pen or open your notes app, and write this down. What exactly is your dream? Maybe you want to build an online business. Instead of writing, I want a successful business, try writing something like this. I want to build a digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow their online presence. Or if your dream is to get healthy, don't just say, I want to lose weight. Instead, write, I want to lose 20 pounds by focusing on strength training and healthy eating. You see the difference? When your dream is specific, it feels real. It's not just some abstract idea floating around in your head. It's a clear destination you're working toward. Once you've got that clarity, visualize it. I'm talking about really feeling it. What does your life look like when you've achieved this? How do you feel waking up every morning, knowing you've reached your goal? Hold on to that image. It's not just a motivator, it's a roadmap. Step 2, break your goal into manageable steps. Now that you have a clear vision of where you want to go, it's time to break that dream down into smaller, manageable steps. Here's where most people get stuck. They see the mountain ahead of them and feel overwhelmed, not knowing where to start. But remember this, you don't have to climb the mountain in one leap. Imagine you're building a house. You don't start by throwing up the roof first. You lay the foundation brick by brick. That's exactly how you should approach your goals. Break your larger dream into smaller, specific actions. If you're starting a business, the first step might be research, learning about the industry you're entering. The next step might be identifying your niche, creating a plan, building a website, and so on. Each step brings you closer to the final goal. If you don't know the exact steps, that's okay. You don't need to have the full map right now. What you need is just the first few steps. As you move forward, the path will become clearer. You'll start to see opportunities and challenges you couldn't have predicted from the starting line. Write down these steps even if they feel small. You don't have to figure it all out at once. Your action plan will evolve as you progress. Step 3, create a timeline. Now that you have your steps in place, it's time to organize them on a timeline. Setting a clear deadline gives you something to work towards and adds urgency. But here's the thing, you have to be realistic. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your dream won't be achieved overnight either. Look at the list of steps you've created. Which ones can you accomplish this week, this month, over the next year? Break them down by time frames. For example, if you're starting a business, maybe the first step, research, will take 1 week. The next step, building a website, might take 2 months. Whatever the task is, give it a reasonable deadline, but push yourself. If you don't set deadlines, tasks have a way of dragging on forever. Here's a tip. Don't be discouraged if you miss a deadline. Life happens. What's important is that you keep moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Adjust your timeline when necessary, but don't abandon it. A flexible timeline is still better than no timeline at all. Step 4. Commit to learning as you go. One of the biggest reasons people get stuck is that they think they need to know everything before they start. But here's a reality check. You will never know everything before you begin. The truth is, you learn along the way. Every successful person, every millionaire, every high achiever, they all started not knowing how things would turn out. The key difference between them and everyone else? They kept going. They hit roadblocks, but instead of giving up, they figured out a way through. The moment you realize that challenges are part of the process, you'll stop being afraid of them. You'll start to see them as opportunities to learn. When you encounter something you don't know how to do, instead of feeling frustrated, look for resources. Ask for help. Read a book, listen to a podcast, take a course. Do whatever it takes to fill the gaps in your knowledge. The key is to remain curious and open. Every challenge you overcome builds your resilience and moves you closer to your goal. So, commit to being a lifelong learner on this journey. Growth doesn't end when you reach your goal. It continues for life. Step 5. Build momentum through small wins. Momentum is everything. It's what turns hard work into a habit. And the best way to build momentum? Celebrate your small wins. Think about this. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and have everything you've ever wanted. But you can wake up tomorrow and be one step closer. Maybe you learned a new skill, or maybe you completed a task you've been putting off. That's progress. And progress deserves recognition. Every small step you take is bringing you closer to your dream. It might not feel significant in the moment, but over time, those small wins add up. They build confidence and they keep you moving forward. So, take a moment to celebrate each victory, no matter how small. Maybe you didn't finish the entire project, but did you make progress? Did you show up and do the work? That's a win. Step 6. Stay focused on the bigger picture. It's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture when you're buried in the day-to-day grind. There will be moments when you're exhausted, frustrated, or even feel like giving up. But remember why you started. Your dream isn't just a goal. It's your future. It's the vision that excites you, motivates you, and keeps you moving forward. So when the going gets tough, take a step back and remind yourself of that bigger picture. Visualize it. Feel it. When you stay connected to that end goal, the challenges along the way will feel more manageable. The obstacles are just part of the process. The bigger picture, that's your fuel. Don't let go of it. Keep it in your mind, in your heart, and let it guide your actions every single day. Step 7. Take the first step today. You've got your dream, you've broken it down, you've set your timeline, and you're ready to learn and grow along the way. Now comes the most important part, taking the first step. This is where most people stop. They hesitate, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect moment, the perfect plan. But the truth is, there's no perfect time. The only time is now. It doesn't have to be a big step. It could be something as simple as writing your action plan, or maybe spending 30 minutes working on that first task. The key is to start, and to start today. You've already got everything you need to make your dreams a reality. The fog is lifting, the path is in front of you, and the first step is right there. Now it's time to take action. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. Start walking and never look back.